My dear students, we are following the journey of language. First, we take the scientific view, that is the view of Western people about the language. They start from people of the cave. When people expressed their ideas and feelings through sounds and gestures. Through sounds and gestures. Movements. Second, letters and words. From sounds and gestures to letters and words. And then from words to sentences. This is the view of the Western people about English language. This is not our point of view. Our religious view is that Adam was the first man. And his appearance today is the same as it was on the creation of Adam. No change, no evolution. European American people say that man has evolved from animals. Animals which started from water. Earth creepers, snakes, foxes, dogs, donkeys, horses, elephants, dinosaurs, and so. We have nothing to do with this description of evolution. It came with Darwin, dear scientist. We say that first man was Adam, and he has the same appearance today as it was on the day of his creation. And secondly, he spoke the language there has been no evolution. Sounds, gestures, letters, words. No. We don't believe in these stages. Adam spoke as he was taught by God. He learned it from God directly. It did not evolve. It came from God. See the difference? This is our view. Adam was the first man to speak language. पहला इंसान जिसने बोलना शुरू किया, one who started speaking was Adam. He was taught by God himself. Well, this much about the history of language. Our point of view and the point of view of the Western world and America and Australia, where English is spoken. So, by the way, during the Dark Ages, around 1000 AD, They are called dark ages. Darkness was in their own countries. These were the days when the Muslim empire was at the top. The best of knowledge was being distributed from the mosques of Syria, Egypt. There was no darkness in Muslim countries, no. They were all lit up with the light of knowledge. So, now we come to the difference between mother tongue, national language, and international language. Generally, these stages are taught by your teachers in schools and colleges. The difference is that mother tongue is not taught in schools and colleges. When you are born, you start with ru, and then you come to broken words, and then you come to complete words. And as he grows up, he learns the mother tongue. It is all around him. It is in the air. And he breathes it in without any effort. Well, the difference between mother tongue or national language is that you do not learn it effortlessly. You have to make some effort. And that effort comes through the grammar of the language. If an Englishman comes to Punjab, for instance, and he wants to learn Punjabi, he will start learning it as we start learning English. He will start from the grammar of our language. This is the practice all over the world. Whoever wants to learn a foreign language, he will go to the grammar of the language. It will tell him how to form words, how he is to order words, how he has to get different meanings from words. This is all in their grammar. So grammar is not for its own sake. Some people ignore it and say that it is unnecessary. As we have learned our mother tongue, we will understand English. No. You will never learn this. You will have to learn their grammar. Every language has its own grammar which is different from any other language. English grammar, Urdu grammar, French grammar, German grammar, Arabic grammar, different. It has been composed by the masters of the language. They have thought for years, and whatever they have found out, they have placed it in a book. The book of grammar. If a foreigner wants to learn our language, he should go through this practice, this grammar. Grammar is the tool. We have to use these tools to run our machine, say like car or motorcycle or cycle. You learn what its different parts are and what they do. After learning them, this is your introduction to the various parts of a machine. Similarly, language has its tools. You learn those tools and then you start practice. As careful the practice is, as will be your English with the passage of time. Now, what is the function of grammar? As I have said, grammar is not learned for its own sake. Grammar, you learn grammar because you have to learn English language. So, you have to throw out this misunderstanding from your mind that you are learning grammar for its own sake. And that is why some people run away from grammar. But in the long run, they have to come back and learn it. It will tell you how to form a sentence in the foreign language. What are the parts? How are they arranged? What do they do? Just take up the case of a car. It has a steering wheel, a brake, an accelerator, lights, so on and so forth. You learn about these tools. But after learning these tools, you do not learn driving a car. You sit there on the driving seat and your coach is with you. He tells you where to put the right foot and where the left foot, where your hands, etc., etc. How to start it. Slowly, but steadily. You have to take a lesson every day with him for some days. And when you know how to start a car, how to use its accelerator from gear 1 to 5, 6, he is with you. And then he stands apart. And you drive the car on an open road. Slowly, increasing the speed. You have all the parts in your mind now. You know what the left foot will do, what the right foot will do, how to control the steering wheel, etc. Language is also like a machine. You have to learn the tools. of speech. तो हम कहते हैं कि there is a verb. लैंग्वेज का एक टूल है वर्ब, एक है नाउन, pronoun, adjective, a verb, and so on and so forth. Grammar tells you what are you to do with these tools. For instance, you say Lahore went Aslam to yesterday. अब देखो ये लफ्ज़ है, लाहौर went Aslam to yesterday. ये कोई मानी देता है फिक्रा? इसका कुछ मतलब नहीं. It gives you no sense at all. Does not convey any idea or thought or feeling. But when you say Aslam went to Lahore yesterday, you get a sentence, meaningful sentence, purposeful. It conveys the meaning. This is the first function of language. How to arrange words to get meaning. Because if you arrange the words according to your own will, without applying your mind and the rules of grammar, you will land somewhere here. Yeah. You have to come to it with language. Language, grammar tells you have to put subject, verb, preposition, Lahore, yesterday, हर एक अपनी अपनी जगह पर एक मानी मुकम्मल कर रहा है. You are giving meaning to the sentence. First function. Okay? Construction of sentences. It gives you the rules. दूसरा, second, it saves you from the errors that you can commit. What are those errors? It saves you from errors. You know, if you commit errors in every line, you are losing marks with every line. You may have written 10, 20 lines, but if you have made errors more than 10, what the examiner will give you from 10? 10 are the marks, full marks. And you have committed 10 mistakes, 10 errors. What will he give? I may give you 1 or 2 marks out of mercy. You have not earned your marks. You have not forced the examiner to give you the marks that you like. For this purpose, you have to force the examiner. You have to decrease the number of your errors. The third Third function of grammar, standardization. We speak language at the national language. Okay? And then you raise its standard to the international level. So that it is the same in America, England, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, wherever the English language is spoken. It sets the standard so that it may be understood and written in the same way in the countries where English is written and read. These are the three functions of grammar. And from there you can assess the importance of learning grammar. You see, you cannot take a step forward without the help of grammar. Never think that you are learning grammar for its own sake. In that case, you will feel that you are wasting your time. You are trying to learn a foreign language with the help of grammar. As a foreigner, there is no other way. Your mother does not speak it. Your father does not speak it. Your brothers and sisters and cousins and people in the city do not speak English with you. There, the case is different. As you learn Punjabi or Urdu, it is spoken in your home, it is spoken in your street, it is spoken in your block, it is spoken in your city. And you learn it without any effort, as I told you. But you cannot learn a foreign language like that. Well, this much for today. We will take up the next step from here. We have gone through the function of grammar. Okay? All right. This is all for today.